So if we are eager to read these books, then it means we are going in the right direction in our spiritual life. चैप्टर 11 स्टार्ट करते हैं नेक्टर डिवोशन का. ओम ज्ञानतिमिनन्दस्य ज्ञानशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्तो राधाकान्तो नमस्ते. तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, very warm welcome to all of you. Okay, so today we are going to read the 11th chapter of Nectar of Devotion. Okay, aspects of devotional service, transcendental service. So we have read a lot of things in Nectar of Devotion. How we can improve our devotional service, what are the vidhis and nishedas, what we should do, what we should not do, what are the offenses we should avoid. We should avoid namaprad, sevaprad, right? We should avoid vaishnavaprad. And what we should do, we should worship the deities very nicely. We should circumambulate the temple. We should do the palanquins, Rath Yatra, right? All those things. We should worship the trees, banyan trees. So all these things will improve and increase our devotional service, right? And the more we come closer to these injunctions and instructions, the more you will experience the Vedic way of living. So in the Vedic way of living, there is no reaction. You can live a very, very pure life, free from any material anxiety, free from any sinful reaction. And it's a very wonderful life. Uh, and especially cow culture is very important for Vedic living. And only in many places, Prabhupada writes in his purports that only if you are following Varnashrama, then you have started living a human life. Otherwise, you are still continuing the animal life. And what is Varnashrama? Varnashrama Charvata Purushena Parapuman Vishnu Aradyate Nanya Tattosha Karanam. So Varnashrama means Devi Varnashrama, where the head of the society is a Brahmana. So Brahmana is in touch with the Lord. He is dedicating most of his energy in his connection with the Lord. So he is receiving reciprocation from the Lord based on the Shastra, based on Guru, Sadhu, the words of the Guru and Sadhu, and the injunctions of the Shastra. He is able to give guidance to Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. And Kshatriyas and Vaishyas are also equally important as Brahmanas. But Brahmana should be the head. The Guidance has to come from Brahmanas. Brahmana will decide how much money will go to which person, not the Vaishya, not the Dal. These days, all everything is decided by brokers, by dalals. But actually, that thing should be decided by a Brahmana. That which person needs how much money for sustenance. So it's not like he last at the last you will put some Brahmana and do some yagya, do this training sort of yagya. Actually, Brahmana should be in the center. He should be worshipped. He should be given the like topmost priority. His guidance should be followed. Uh, he should not be just a Jugadu Brahmana where you bring some Brahmana at the last moment and just pay him something, 500,000 rupees and get something done. But Brahmana should guide the whole event. How much money is required, which person will receive how much money. He's because he's receiving reciprocation from the Lord directly. So if a Brahmana is at the top, automatically the quality of Krishna consciousness will increase, will improve of the entire society. So that's why even Chanakya Pandit writes in his Chanakya Niti that the wife should follow the husband. Husband should not follow the wife. If wife, because husband is trying to follow mode of goodness, wife by default is in mode of passion and ignorance. If husband starts following the wife, he himself will go into passion and ignorance. But if wife follows the husband, husband will not exploit her. Husband will just as an instrument of his, he just acts as an instrument of his spiritual master, and he gives some guidance, some shelter that okay, you can consult this shastra to solve this problem. So the husband should be well equipped to guide the wife. So every leader of the society should be well equipped to guide the society. Then only we should become leaders. For every problem, there is a solution in the Shastra. Obviously, like you cannot solve every problem just by fixing it. Some problems are solved by elevating our consciousness. When a consciousness is elevated, then automatically these all these technical problems are solved. Because this technology is also super soul. Actually, it's a manifestation of super soul. And that's why it should be that's what Ravi Prabhu has mentioned at the last of the this proposal that the intelligence we can give to LLMs, but that intelligence behind that intelligence is the wisdom given to us by Krishna. So unless that wisdom is there, we will not be able to like provide value and do good value creation out of these AI and ML and LLMs. And that is very important actually. That should be the opening orientation for these students. And actually, this is what this person understands. This vice chancellor, pro vice chancellor. That's why I'm focusing on this relationship. I will build on this. Yes, bro. Yeah. Mm. Yes. Yeah. 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 Even Darwin and these are all like totally frustrated on their deathbed. Even Einstein, uh, because they whatever they produced that was their own mental speculation. They never referred to Shastra. They never got a bona fide guru. So we keep speaking that there is the importance of bona fide guru is very much there, but we realize when we get it actually, it's experiential. And this LLM also, like sometimes people like Archimedes and all, they get Krishna gives them some intelligence. There is Eureka moment, but this intelligence is induced into LLMs by humans only, and some random thing they generate, some random image, video they generate. If that is not guarded by the human approval, it will create havoc actually in society. So we need a lot of supervision. So these agents should be under us. We should not be under them actually. So that should be very clear. And that's what can be a good opening statement in this if we go ahead with this collaboration with this, because even this pro vice chancellor was telling that even all the IIT directors have become dalals actually. 50 government themselves are saying that 50% of the income of IIT should be generated by themselves only. That's why they are doing these things. Yeah. I was discussing this with Dr. Dubey. So if he has so much intelligence and he understands that this should be taken care of in the interest of the students, so that's why like we should try to do something which is a little bit pure, better than what IITs and all are doing. So this has all become a business actually. There's IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Jammu, IIT Mandi. A lot of contamination is there in this area. So they are like letting their campus to other students of India, and they are taking 10 lakh rupees for a 6 month course, and they are giving IIT diploma degree to them, and keeping 70% of the money with the IIT. They are badly using IIT name. Yeah, it's very bad actually. Then you will lose the cream actually. Ultimately, the aim of IIT was to produce this cream of top 100, top 150 students. If IITs also start doing these things, then who will understand which one is cream and which one is valued? Chali will continue. Thank you. Servitorship. In the opinion of the karmis, offering the results of karma is called servitorship. But according to Vaishnava acharyas like Rup Goswami, servitorship means constant engagement in some kind of service to the Lord. Yeah. So karma yoga means you have to continue doing your karma, but at least offer all the results to Krishna. Not all, if not all, then at least 10%. So that is called karma yoga. But in bhakti yoga, even that karma is decided by Krishna. For example, we are not working for somebody. If we have left our job, we are not working for somebody else who is trying to control us by giving us some money. But we are trying to create our own relationships based on Krishna's inspiration. So this karma also starts being directed by Krishna himself. Yastvatmaratireva syad atmatriptasya manava atmanyeva cha santushtas tasya karyana vidya. So for such a person who is always receiving reciprocation from Krishna, tasya karyana vidyate. But Rup Goswami says that servitorship means constant engagement in some kind of service to the Lord. And that's why now our occupational duty is completely directed by the Lord. So actually, we are actually engaging in Krishna's service through that duty, because the duty is also given by Krishna. The power, empowerment to do that duty will also be given by Krishna, and the results which we get from from doing that duty, that will also be given to Krishna. So that's the way we are able to Krishnaize our occupational duty, and slowly, incrementally, we'll do it. Krishna will take care of us. We have to just keep our Guru and Krishna in the center. In the Skand Puran, it is said that those who are attached to ritualistic activities, the four orders of social life and the four orders of spiritual life, are considered devotees. But when devotees are actually engaged in offering service to the Lord directly, these must be Bhagavatas or pure devotees. Those who are engaged in fruitive activities or prescribed duties according to the four orders of social and spiritual life are not actually pure devotees. So, fruitive activities is always condemned. Fruitive activity means we'll do something, so some job, we'll earn 2 3 rupees, and we'll use it in our own sense gratification. But if we improve our Krishna consciousness, then we understand that whatever activity we do, we'll do it for Krishna. We'll do it as a welfare activity for others to try to elevate their consciousness. So even Varnashrama can be Devi and Asuri also. So if Krishna is in the center, devotees are guidance is in the center, Vipra Dharma Chitashraya, then it can become a Devi Varnashrama. Otherwise, within fruitive activities also, there can be Asuri Varnashrama. So even in a company like Google, there is a CEO, there is a vertical director, then there are software engineers. So all of them are there. Then there is finance HR team is there, who is our Vaishya. Kshatriya is there, the director. CEO is there as the Brahmana. CTO is the Brahmana, CEO is the spiritual master. But this is perverted, all perverted. But still, because they are offering the result to the Lord, they are accepted as devotees. So what pervertedness can become reality when you give your results of the activity to Krishna. Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti ya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakri. So a sannyasi is one who doesn't take shelter of the fruits of his activities. One who doesn't light a fire, he is not a sannyasi. Sannyasi means he is always absorbed in Krishna and he keeps on serving Krishna by his activities. Today, Rukmani Krishna Prabhu was telling that although I have taken sannyas, but Radheshyam Prabhu is more than a three-dandi sannyasi within his consciousness, and everybody in ISKCON accepts it. So they have so high appreciation for each other, both the leaders. That is required actually for the protection of the citizens of the state. If they see such affectionate relationship between devotees, between the leaders, automatically there's a lot of protection, a lot of positive energy goes to maintain them. Yeah. So when one has no such desire but acts spontaneously out of love of God, such a person must be accepted as a pure devotee. So we don't have any desire to enjoy the results which we are getting from our occupational duty. Slowly, we'll go in that direction. Obviously, we need food to eat, clothes to wear, place to stay. All those things Krishna will arrange. But from our side, we should try to sacrifice something for Krishna. It can be a Shramadan, it can be a Harinam Dan, it can be some 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 material possession dan, some family member dan. It is said that whatever you like the most, you should give it to Krishna. If you like your kids, you should make them brahmachari. If you like your wife, you should engage your wife in Krishna's service, serving the devotees. So that's the way you can become a pure devotee very fast. The conditioned souls who have come into contact with the material world are all more or less desirous of lording it over material nature. The system of Varnashrama and the prescribed duties under this system are so designed that the conditioned soul may enjoy in the material world according to his desire for sense gratification and at the same time gradually become elevated to spiritual understanding. So, that is the wonderful thing about following the Vedic injunctions. So, Vedic injunctions tell you how to enjoy this material world under the jurisdiction of the Lord. And just by enjoying, laughing, dancing, feasting, you can go back to Bharat. But only condition required is that we should be following these Vedic scriptures very carefully under the guidance of our spiritual master. under these prescribed duties of varna and ashram, there are many activities which belong to devotional service in Krishna consciousness. So this devotional service and Krishna consciousness are two different things. You might be doing some devotional service, DT Worship or Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but you might not be Krishna conscious. You might not be remembering Krishna at that time. Your mind might be somewhere else. So we have to do devotional service in Krishna consciousness. Those devotees who are householders accept Vedic ritualistic performances as well as the prescribed duties of devotional service because both are meant for satisfying Krishna. Yeah. So previously, every householder used to have one cow in his house, and because the cow is there, then you have to spend sufficient amount of energy in taking care of her. You have to prioritize her needs instead of your needs, and automatically, cow brings lot of auspiciousness. Krishna himself says that house becomes Golok, actually. So automatically, you start following the Vedic ritualistic. Your life becomes aligned to Vedic injunctions. You have to basically churn the milk. You have to prepare the buttermilk. You have to prepare the ghee. Then you have to consume it or either sell it. So automatically, if cow is in the center, your entire life becomes Krishna conscious. Just by the presence of cow dung and urine, the entire house becomes purified. So yeah, very wonderful animal Krishna has created. He likes very much. When householder devotees perform some Vedic ritualistic duties, they do so to satisfy Krishna. As we have previously discussed, any activity aiming at satisfying the Supreme Personality Godhead is considered devotional service. Now, Shrikar Prabhu, can you read next paragraph? Hmm. So, if you want to do the job, then you do it, and then sacrifice some proportion of your money to Krishna. So that will elevate your consciousness. That will purify the sinful reaction. Okay, next also, Prabhu, you can read. So devotees, actually, this paragraph is important. Neophyte means Kanishtha right? So devotees are of three levels: Kanishtha Madhyamadhikari, and Uttamadhikari. So neophyte means he is new to devotional service, and he very frequently he fights. Our Shiksha Guru used to say neophyte means he fights frequently. So neophyte here, Prabhupada is saying that like in proportion to our devotion, the more we have attachment to the Lord, the more we will have detachment to the sense gratification. I think some post Ravi Prabhu shared in our group that detachment is a effect of the attachment. So the more we have attachment to devotional service, the more we will be detached from the sense gratification. But if that attachment is not so much, we are not developing that taste, we are doing some offenses or some mistakes, then automatically there will be some propensities to enjoy. So that is in the case of neophyte. But Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari, they don't want to enjoy because they understand completely that this is Krishna's property. It is for Krishna's pleasure. And we also are meant for Krishna's pleasure. The more we give pleasure to Krishna, the more our senses become satisfied and the more we become Krishna conscious, satisfied devotees. So you can read it. Hmm. Yes. Iha yasya Harer dasya karmana manasa gira. Manasa is this, and gira is this. And this is karma. Nikhilasvapi avasthasu jivan muktasa uchyate. So if you are engaging your body, mind, and words in Krishna service, then you are liberated in this material world also. So whether you will go back to Godhead or not will be decided in this life only. If you are able to elevate your consciousness and you can feel spiritual world in this yeah. That's why this deity worship, serving the devotees, inviting guests to the house, this is all part of the activities happening in the spiritual world. And the foremost thing is to serve the pure devotees, the guru, spiritual master. Devotional service and friendship. Yes, Himanshu Prabhu, can you read? You want to continue? One second, we'll just summarize this. Yeah, you can summarize. Yeah, that is good point. So they had very implicit and very deep faith in Krishna. So we can see in every circumstance. So these tribulations were really terrible actually. Suppose just imagine you are sent to forest, right? You were the king of the state and you are sent to forest, and in the forest also you are sent to a house which is a house of lack and which is going to be burnt in the midnight. So such circumstances were there in front of Pandavas, and in every circumstance, Krishna and his devotees came to rescue them. Then in the forest they received some demons. So many challenges were there. So yeah, they were in every circumstance, Krishna protected them. Akshapatra incident also. These are all realities. These are not myths. So just by one absorption of Yudhishthira Maharaj, immediately Krishna appeared in front of him. And this Havi is one of the Navyogendras who is instructing this King Rishabh, son of King Rishabh, which is Maharaj. Sorry, these Navyogendras are the top nine sons of King Rishabh. नायम देह देह भाजाम विलोके कष्टान कामान हृदय गुणगावे तपो दिव्यम पुत्रिका येन सत्वम यस्माच्युदे ब्रह्म सौख्यम त्वनंत. So this Havi is one of the Navyogendras, and he's one of the sons of Lord Rishabdev, and he's instructing Maharaj Nimi that a person who never deviates even for a moment from engagement in serving the lotus feet of Krishna, with firm conviction that there is nothing more worshipable or desirable, is called the first class devotee. So we smartavyam satadam Vishnu. So we should also try. We should have that enthusiasm to engage always in the lotus feet of Krishna, service of the lotus feet. I think book distribution is also very important. Uh, Very important. All of us are reading, right? We have a reading group. All of us are part of this group. So we should always keep reading Prabhupada books. If we are all done with small books like Science of Self-Realization, Journey of Self-Discovery, Easy Journey to Other Planets, like so these three books are very important. If you are done with these, then you can start Bhagavad Gita. Then when Bhagavad Gita is done, then you can start Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam first canto you should keep at least 1 year. You take try to read all the first canto. So even we were reading whenever we get time we read. We are on the eighth chapter. So reading Prabhupada books are very important. They will pave the life for us. Today one devotee was telling when prize distribution was going on in for book distribution that they went to a company and they requested the CEO to distribute Bhagavad Gita to all the employees of the company. And CEO said that he himself is reading Bhagavad Gita for last 10 years. And he has seen the change in his leadership that previously all the employees used to consider him like a boss. And as soon as he started reading Bhagavad Gita, telling them about, he used to start every meeting with the Bhagavad Gita purport. So immediately, all the employees they are considering him like a father now instead of a boss. So, so the devotee was requesting this CEO that can we go to each and every desk and distribute Bhagavad Gita? Then CEO said, "No, why? Why do you need to distribute? They will come to you. You don't need to go to them. They will come to you. I'll request all of them." So he just put a mail to all these employees, and every employee came to the devotee to buy Bhagavad Gita. So these books are very precious. It contains all the answers to all the problems of our lives and how we can live a very pure Krishna conscious life. So we should read these books and then we should distribute also. Whosoever friends we have, if we want to wish well for them, we should distribute it to them. Because these books are like time bombs. Our duty is to put the time bomb. When it will explode, we don't know. That is in the hand of Krishna. But at least we should give them something, some simple book, Journey of Self-Discovery, Science of Self-Realization. So we'll give it in MIT also. They already some things are happening. That's why it's a good college, Brahminical college. So we should always, yeah, we should always give some book. If we want to wish well for some other person, suppose you go in train or flight, you talk to some person, you carry some book, some Prabhupada basic book, which you like very much, and then you gift it to him, because you never know when will his life finish, right? We should try to give him some sukriti, some direction in life. So Prabhupada books are very important. One time Prabhupada was doing very grave japa with his devotees. So he was very, very grave. He was chanting very, very intensely for a long time, 10, 15 minutes. And immediately he stopped, and he told very, very gravely, there will be a time when there will not be any temples in this world, on this earth. Only there will be my books. No temples will be there. And only those books will be the shelter. So these books are like deities actually. So these are not ordinary books. Even our Guru Maharaj says that when they used to distribute the books, they asked Prabhupada, Ki Prabhupada, what should we do about deity worship? Prabhupada said that these books are your deities. You should just put them in front of in the bus, put them in front of you, put some garland over the books, and you can worship these books. There is no difference in a deity and a Bhagavatam book. These are all non-different from Krishna. So we have to hear from these people who are doing so much book distribution and who are reading Prabhupada books, making their life and soul centered around them. Then we'll get that inspiration to distribute this to others also, because we will feel sheltered by reading these books. So yeah, so now tomorrow I'll go again to Gandhinagar. So in the evening we'll meet, uh, 8 to 8:30 regularly. We'll continue reading Bhagavatam. We are reading eighth chapter, I think. We'll read two verses every day. So that is going good. Narad Muni's story is finished. Now we will start this Ashwathama story. How Ashwathama killed the sons of Draupadi, and how Ashwathama was punished by Arjuna. What was the take of different devotees? So very interesting part of Bhagavatam. A lot of principles to learn. Yeah. Next paragraph. Pavan Bro, you want to read? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri temple, Lord Jagannath, as soon as he saw Lord Jagannath, he fainted because of his ecstasy. So devotees were coming around him and trying to figure out what happened to Lord Chaitanya. So it's very difficult to understand the emotions and the state of consciousness of pure devotees. Surrendering everything to the Lord. Regarding complete self-surrender, there is a nice description in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So you can notice that this is Sakhyam Atma, Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam we are discussing. Right? There are 9 limbs of devotional service: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Path Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. So this friendship is Sakhyam, and surrendering is Atma Nivedanam. A person who has completely surrendered unto me and has completely given up all other activities is protected by me personally, both in this life and in the next. Yeah. So if you surrender to the Lord once, then Krishna will protect you. He will give direction. When you have no other shelter, He will count that surrender which you have done once, and He will give some shelter from that surrender. So surrender is very important. Then only you will understand what is Krishna's shelter. and this surrender will protect you in the next life also. In other words, I wish to help him become more and more advanced in spiritual life. Such a person is to be understood as having already achieved sarsti, having equal opulence with the Supreme. It is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita that as soon as a person surrenders unto the lotus feet of Krishna, Krishna takes charge of him and gives him a guarantee of protection from all sinful reactions. He also instructs from within so that the devotee may very quickly make advancement towards spiritual perfection. Yeah. So everything will be taken care of by Krishna. Krishna will give you intelligence from within, right, so that you can make advancement. And Krishna gives protection from outside also, from within and without, both. Yes. Ravi Prabhu, you want to read this? Uh, yeah, it will hear you can. Actually, oh, sorry, sorry. Just one second, one second. I will highlight this portion. Oh, yeah. Somebody. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. So actually, devotees are not very much attached to his bodies. They are, yeah. So whatever body they are, but they just want association of devotees. In the Hari Bhakti Vivek, there is a statement regarding how one can offer his body in self surrender. There, the devotee says, my dear Lord, as a souled animal has no need to think about his maintenance and sustenance. So, because I have given up my body and soul unto you, I am no longer concerned with my maintenance and sustenance. In other words, one should not bother about his personal or family maintenance or sustenance. If one is actually surrendered in body and soul, he should always remember that his only concern is to be engaged in the service of the Lord. So that is total surrender. That if we have faith in the Lord, that Krishna will maintain and sustain us, then we will always be engaged in his service. All the rest of the things, Krishna will take care. So where is that kind of faith? Nobody, even devotees are losing this faith. So we should bring back this faith. So faith is very important because devotional service is very subtle. It is very experiential, and that's why the mode of nature in which our mind is, that determines our faith. The food that we eat, the air which we breathe, the water which we drink, the association which we take, that determines the mode of nature in which our body is in. So yeah. So if we have goodness, mode of goodness, faith, then we can depend on Krishna. We can have faith on Krishna's protection. क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा शाश्वत शांतिं निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि न मे भक्तः. Srila Rup Goswami says that devotional service in friendship and devotional service in self-surrender are two difficult processes. Therefore, such relationships with God can very rarely be seen. Only for the advanced devotees are these two processes easily executed. The purport is that it is very rare to see surrender that is mixed with sincere ecstatic devotion. One must give himself completely to the will of the Lord. Yeah. So this Sakyam and Atma Nivedanam are for elevated devotees. For us, it is Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. We have to do hearing, we have to participate in Kirtan, and we have to remember the Vishnu, remember the lotus feet of Vishnu. And then, if we are able to do these three things, then slowly we can do Path Sevanam. We can serve the deities. Archanam, Vandanam, Pada Sevanam. We can worship the deities. We can sing some prayers. That is Vandanam. Path Sevanam is, that deity worship only. Bringing Bhoga for the Lord. Celebrating festivals in the house. Inviting devotees for speaking about Krishna. So these are wonderful things. Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. Dasyam means serving the devotees as a servant, acting as a servant every time in our house. Brahmachari Gurukule Vasandanto Gururitam. Acharan Dasvatnicho Guru Svatritsa. Always acting as a humble servant, as an instrument of his Guru. That is a Gurukula consciousness. That we are residing in the ashram of our Guru. This is not a place belonging to me, but it is a place belonging to Guru and Krishna. These are all conceptions which will strengthen our Krishna consciousness. Okay, Prabhu, we'll pause here. We'll continue next time from the offering of your. And actually, what we are doing is actually this: we are performing all endeavors for Krishna. If we get association of Krishna and his guidance in doing these activities in our occupational duty, then actually that occupational duty is totally spiritualized. So incrementally we can do it. Okay, any questions? Shrikar Prabhu, Pawan Prabhu, Vimanshu Prabhu. Thank you for joining, and we'll meet tomorrow evening. Maybe, yeah. Ah, ah. Hmm. If they are able to understand both Hindi and English, then you should give them English Bhagavad Gita because English purports are directly written by Prabhupada. So Hindi purports are translated by devotees from Prabhupada's English purports. So the best version is English, but if the person is understanding only Hindi, you can give him Hindi Bhagavad Gita also. Hmm. हाँ, यस यस, हिंदी दीजिए उन्हें। कुछ स्मॉल बुक्स भी रख सकते हैं, जैसे कृष्णा इज द रिजर्वायर ऑफ ऑल रसास, एक बुक है स्मॉल। कॉन्शियस, हाँ, कॉन्शियसनेस द मिसिंग लिंक भी है एक बुक। तो जैसे अगर आप एआई के बारे में बात करना स्टार्ट करेंगे, आप बताएंगे कि हम कर रहे हैं कुछ एआई से रिलेटेड, फिर आप ये बुक उनको रेफर कर सकते हो कि हम जितना भी एआई कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कॉन्शियसनेस इज द फाउंडेशन ऑफ ऑल एआई। विदाउट कॉन्शियसनेस एआई विल नॉट फंक्शन एक्चुअली। कितना भी सिखा, वो एक डेमोनियक फोर्स क्रिएट करेगा वो, और वो डिस्ट्रक्टिव फोर्स होगा एक्चुअली। अगर अगर कॉन्शियसनेस के बिना हम एआई को बढ़ाएंगे। हाँ, there will not be any reference to validate कि this agent whether it will do correctly or not, right? We have to, हाँ, correct। विवेक, विवेक बोलते हैं उसे। Yes, because Vivek comes from Krishna। Vivek is intuition, heart, and natural habit। हाँ, अब अभी अगर आप चैट जीपीटी से भी पूछोगे ना कोई भी ऐसा रिलीजियस इवेंट के बारे में, महाभारत वाला, तो बोलेगा कि इट इट लुक्स लाइक दैट इट माइट हैव हैपेंड, मोस्टली इट डिडंट हैपन। ऐसे कुछ कहानियां बना के वो बोले। हाँ, तो दिस इज ऑल वेस्टर्न सिविलाइजेशन, मतलब जिसने लर्न कराया है उसे उसकी कॉन्शियसनेस भी गई है उसी उस तो सारी चीजें। ठीक है, ठीक है प्रभु। हाँ, थैंक यू ब्रो, थैंक यू फॉर योर सपोर्ट। विल ग्रो टू। थैंक यू, हरे कृष्ण। चलो, आपकी